All right. I got to think about who's my wide receiver one for the year. Is it Puka? Or is it JSN? How do I feel about let's look at some Seahawks, Rams, goal sacks given up by team. This one's not very important. I don't like that one. Rams have given up almost no sacks. Seahawks aren't far behind though. I think I'm gonna go with Puka for now. I gotta think about how I want to intersperse these. I also want the I want their ADP available, which we won't have ADP for a while, but what other wide receivers? That's just for our own, so I don't forget anyone obvious. That ain't it. That's not what I want to do. Yeah, bigger one. There we go. Hello. Work. Thank you. That's not even what I wanted to do. There we go. Oh boy. Half PPR, no tight end premium. It's got to be Burrow, Neighbors, and well, sure. Okay, let's go. There's no tight end premium. Let's go. Superflex off. Sure. Chase is still number one, huh? This is the other thing is it's not. It's going to value young players a little bit higher. We're going to get Bijan and Gibbs. Achan, Genty, Taylor, Cook. CMC's got to be a first round pick next year, right? RB3, Christian McCaffrey. Is that crazy? Who else? Judkins definitely won't be. He might not play next year. Should probably see how loud the music is for the stream, huh? Let's look. Can you not hear the music at all? It's just me that can hear the music? Interesting. It's supposed to be music playing. Very strange. I'll still keep the music on, but it not sharing system audio when I told it to share system audio is very annoying. Why is it not? Very strange. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really valuing wide receivers as high next year in Underdog. Like, probably have to put Achane at RB4. Probably Jonathan Taylor at RB5. Just kind of vibing out here. RB5. Gotta think about where Jeremiah Love's going to be, but it's not anywhere in this stratosphere. Genty kind of screwed that up for them. So, Bijan, Gibbs, McCaffrey, Achane, Taylor. Like, Genty's not sniffing it because I don't trust his offense. Hampton maybe, but again, you gotta get the offensive line healthy. Henderson, Cook, probably Cook. Harvey, that's not bad. ETN's gotta be up there. Oh, Derrick Henry for sure has gotta be up there. You're not caring about age, right? So let's go an RB6. Let's go Cook first. RB6. Well, how's the let's see, rushing yards per attempt? Bills. Okay. Yeah. Bills and Ravens right there. That's pretty insane. Like, do you draft DeAndre Swift crazy high next year? See, I almost don't even want to look at dynasty rankings to try and decide this. I almost want like yards or points per game almost. Let's go sleeper. I just don't have like any like super basic leagues, so what's a fairly regular league? What's my most boring league? Any given Sunday is pretty boring score wise. Let's go use that. Let's go stats 2025, not free agents. Let's go fantasy points. What are we doing here? Season? Okay. McCaffrey, Bijan, Taylor, Gibbs, Achane, Cook, Henry. Yeah, we're in the ballpark here. Like, I don't want to just purely go off of I don't want to purely go off of production this year, but I do want to value it pretty highly. The other thing I can do is just put in Trinity scores right now. That's very mundane sort of work, but it's not the worst use of my time here. Let's go DD Fantasy Football. Because it'll help me organize my thoughts, right? So let's go. Is there a what the hell? Okay, here we go. So I want 1 to 17. And yeah, okay. Trinity score. Tyreek Hill had a high Trinity score. That's interesting. Okay. Well, we just go like this, right? So Puka, well, that's JSN. JSN had a 8.82. Cool. And then we go Tyreek. And that was 8.43. And Puka, 8.36. Crazy that there's no 9s. JSN's pretty close. Olave is way up there. Nice. Olave. 7.81. London. $7.8. Terry. Russian Web. 7.77. Say 7.75. Crazy that all these people are higher than Jamar Chase. Chase 7.69, but he's in a significantly better offense for it. Nico 7.69. Amon-Ra 7.66. Jefferson 7.48. Neighbors 7.47. McMillan 7.45. Lamb 7.44. Pickens, wow, them being right on top of each other is very funny. 7.43. McBride, McBeast. Waddle, crazy. That offense was just putrid for him to have this high of a Trinity score and just not be relevant in fantasy. Wandale. Devontae. Like some of the, like if you go purely off of Trinity score, you're gonna end up way overdrafting some of these guys because like Wandale Robinson is not going to be valued higher than Devontae Adams. ADP will not respect the Trinity. But you don't have to. That's the nice thing. You don't have to draft Wandale ahead of Devontae. Draft Devontae and then wait 4 rounds and you can get Wandale. 7.08 for Sutton. Christian Watson. He's going to be high in my rankings. He's going to be high in a lot of people's rankings, I think. He's kind of taken a step forward as the wide receiver 1 for Jordan Love out there. Not that Jordan Love's wide receiver 1 is particularly exciting, but it's definitely relevant. Like Buka, what a failure, dude. Like, they were talking about it the other day on a podcast. Like, if he just flipped his season where instead of starting hot and fizzling out, he had just started slow and got better, people would be so much more excited about him. But now he's going to lose so much steam. He's going to lose a lot of value because people are going to only remember what happened at the end. Which they kind of should, right? Because he died even before everyone else on the team got healthy. Right, so we have another one at draft high, probably. 3.77 is not that good, though. And they're not going to have Mahomes to start the year. I wonder how cheap you can get Mahomes this year in Underdog. It's got to be somewhat low, right? Okay, Keenan Allen, Alec Pierce. It is interesting, the names that get pushed up when you just look at their pure usage. Oh my god, I hate freaking tablets. 6.5. Odunze. What was his deal? He was on like one of the best offenses in football, and has not done anything since like week 4. I think Mike Evans has another year in him. He's a flight risk to retire. Fannin will get drafted high. Yes, I overdo. Little bit over, so when you wait. Well, that's how I want to do. Kittle. Laporta. Back injury, Laporta. No frightening. Idol. Could have she in your head. You can be a sanctuary. I love you more when it all burns down. More than power, more than gold. One who love your sin underneath your skin. Into the choir. Can I get the mic a little higher? We have a desire. That's not what I wanted. I'm ready to save you. Yeah, I'm all you need and I'll be out. Already on page 3, dummy. Because it got me going viral. Think Kelsey's retiring? Inside. Anyone who loves yourself is underneath your skin. Into the fire. All of the fear the candy. Say, oh, I'm all you need, I'm a beat. Yeah, Jameson being so low is very much because of his early season usage. He picked up a lot towards the end. Oh. And he left. Okay, JMO. Misery. Dalton Schultz did some serious work for his draftability this year. I avoided him like the plague last year. A lot of people did, I think. But he will definitely be part of my draft strategy this year. Parker Washington, solid choice. Michael Wilson. Desperate and confused, far away from you. Where I have to run. I have to. No one's ever left me quite this sore. Your words got deeper than the night. Do we trust Aronde Gadsden? Had a good few weeks and then faded down the map. Touchdowns. There's a lot to consider. Johnston, another one that started off good, faded. I mean, the entire Chargers offense faded because Herbert had no time to throw, which is something you have to take into account. People are just going to remember that the Chargers pass catchers sucked at the end of last year, and not think about the context of, hey, their entire offensive line was banged up, including their most important player, Joe Alt. I would argue he's more important than Justin Herbert. Give me Joe Alt with Trey Lance over whoever the backup center is with Justin Herbert. Don't know if that's a hot take or not, but Kraft is really good. You definitely want to be drafting some Kraft. 5.41 does not do him justice. I wonder if the game that he went out, did he play much in that game? Because sometimes if you have because it counts your game that you go out, right? If you start the game and don't finish it, it still counts that game. Eight out of 12. Doing well. Just need 4 more payments there. Maybe get a draft going here. Out of my head. Got a lot out there. Get you out of my head. Get you out of my head. Till I can't breathe. Falling onto my knees. Without your kisses, I'll be needing stitches for myself. Begging you to come help. Without your kisses, I'll be needing stitches. Jalen McMillan in 3 games. That's a 5.26. It's pretty good. Page 6. Yeah, Slayton. Hello. 5.23. Waller. 5.16. Dulcich. Wow, no Greg Dulcich enjoyers. Come on. I gotta add Greg Dulcich. Famous Miami Dolphin Greg Dulcich. Definitely not a Bronco. Rashid Shaheed is interesting because his counting is Saints Trinity too, which is much better than his Seahawks Trinity. I bet you if he's here, I bet you if he's there for a full season, he gets a little bit more run. A full off season. Worthy 4.98. That's really depressing. Not gonna lie. Worthy will be nowhere near my draft boards if he's anywhere near as expensive as it was last year, which he shouldn't be. But I mean, I'm avoiding him round 7 ADP even. Round 8, round 9, round 10. Not worth it. Cooper Cup, 4.96. Coker, cokehead. See, like Jalen Coker's one where 4.93, not good. But for what you're going to have to pay for him, 4.93 is not bad. And I mentioned another one, similar scenario. You're looking for these guys, the guys that are going to cost absolutely nothing, and they're going to have high upside. Burden's going to be much higher priced than his Trinity would suggest, because that's all end of season. You didn't get anything at the beginning of the season. Keon Coleman is going to be nowhere near my drafts. Certainly not in Buffalo. I don't even know where he could go and I'd be happy about it. Not many places. Theo. Or I could put an H in Theo. 4.79. Hollywood. Perfect eyes. They're all I can see. It's about how it's wild. Hockenstein. Terrible Trinity and on a terrible team. Travis Hunter being that low is somewhat surprising, I'll be honest. I guess he didn't really figure it out towards the end. And now there's a good chance that he doesn't play offense. So they've got Jacoby Myers there. I got to add Mac Hollins. Keishon Butte. Surprised he's this low, to be honest. Wouldn't change it if I could. There's no AJ Barner on this list. Very bad. All of you, very bad. My GOAT AJ Barner. Well, that. Seattle Seahawks. He'll be on my draft boards. Change it if I could. The threshold for a good tight end is much lower than a good wide receiver, to be fair. Okay, I did do the right number. Restrepo, not even on a team anymore. That's it. When I'm with you, I'm all good, baby. Albert O. Baby, I'm all good. What team is he on? Vegas? That is a Vegas tight end? Wouldn't change it if I could. Ak. Wuek. Gunam. Moving nowhere near my ranks. Third string tight end for the worst offense in football. I'm good. Calvin Austin was disappointing. He had a good start to the season, and then he pissed off Aaron Rodgers. Sterling Shepard is not here. Oh my gosh, people never learn. Crazy thing, Sterling Shepard has better usage than Kate Houghton. That's absurd. The starting 10 tight end has less than the fourth string wide receiver. Fifth string. That's absurd. That's a testament to how injured they were, that he's even on the radar at all. Gunnar Helm, 1.16. Gunnar Helm was not that bad, to be honest. Josh Reynolds. Hopefully I don't make the Josh Reynolds mistake again. Xavier Legette. It's a bad break. Not as bad as the next one, though. Matthew motherfucking Golden. What are we doing? Got first round rookies getting that kind of usage. Evan Ingram, massive bust if you drafted him this year. Freiermuth, very similar. 3.82. Theo Weiss. My man said Theo Weiss. Is he a wide receiver or a tight end? He's a wide receiver. Is that off of 1 game? 2 games. Of course. It's an excellent sample size there. No. Dawson Knox. No Dawson Knox enjoyers. Dawson Knox has got to make the list. Because that boy Dalton Kincaid be getting injured. Nope. No. I just mentally skipped over DeAndre Hopkins. I was like, nope, that player doesn't exist. If I could spell Hopkins. 3.82. You think DeAndre Hopkins is a Baltimore Raven next year? Because I sure don't. But we'll rank him as if he is, which means not good things. Olamide Zaccheaus. He's had 2 good years in a row, as far as I'm concerned, for what you're paying for him. Last round capital. Darnell. Yeah, Darnell Washington. Some madman drafted Darnell Washington last year. Respect that person. Darnell Washington gets drafted, but Michael Mayer does not. That checks. When the housing is stout, insecurity now been locked beside the house. While you hold the key, now I've been dying to get out. Be the death of me. No, it's no way of knowing. Find me some doing because I gotta get out of here. Outside this rut that I fell into by mistake. I gotta get out of here. Begging you, I'm begging you, I'm begging you. I'm doing this alone now. Either way, and I'm trying to get there. And this life sentence I'm observing. The beauty of grace is that it makes life not fair. Housing all this doubt, insecurity, not for love is everything else. Isaiah Hodgins isn't here. Be the death of me. I gotta get out of here. This complacency. Oh, he's a Pittsburgh Steeler. Okay. Thought for sure he was still with the Giants. I'm begging you to be my escape. Cedric Tillman. Not a good season from you, buddy. I mean, you can only kind of blame yourself. Jameer DK. Not good in leagues that don't have punt return yards, but insanely good in those leagues. I've been housing all this doubt, insecurity, I've been looking something else. Oh, while you hold the key, I've been dying to get out. No Van Jefferson enjoyers. Promise I'm going because I gotta get out of here. The rock that I fell into by mistake. I gotta get out of here. I'm begging you. So I want you to look at all these players that we've already added to this list that are way down in the threes. And then, bruh, Isaiah Likely is a 3.56. Demario Douglas, 3.55. Look at all these players. That's tragic. He should not be on the list just because that seems insensitive. So let's go ahead and kind of delete this entire row because he is no longer with us. Taekwon is not on the list. $3.55. Kansas City Chiefs. I got a startup that is full on, just waiting for everyone to pay. I probably didn't need to do that, huh? Washington. Yeah. Dude's there. People have been drafting him. Njoku. What a guy. 3.51. At what point do I stop just going down the list and search up anyone who's not been put on this list yet? Cole Kmet. Oh, I had so much Cole Kmet. I will not have that much Cole Kmet this year. Oh, unless he gets traded. I would dig a Cole Kmet trade, I'll be honest. A Cole Kmet enjoyer. Pat Bryant was looking really good until he went down. So that's one where like you gotta Eternity can't tell everything, right? But I can tell you a lot. I can tell you Colby Parkinson's a bad bet. But he was better than Tyler Higbee. So there's that. John Mechie. Oh my gosh, John Mechie enjoyer. That's insane. Someone unironically drafted John Mechie. Are we on page 9 or 10? I feel like we're on 9. We're about to find out. We were definitely on 9. Nice. Luke McCaffrey. 3.26. Lockett. Bad old receiver on the worst offense in the league. Torrey Horton. What happened to Torrey Horton? Did he just get ethered when Shaheed when he came in? Because I definitely don't have any Horton in my managed leagues. I didn't draft any in here, so I just didn't keep up on what he was doing. Oh boy, why not? Kefele, Turpin. Drafting me some Turpin was not the best choice. Burks. No Treylon Burks believers last year, huh? There'll be some this year. Ooh, you. Treylon Burks, 3.17. Washington Commanders. Watch. There was no Treylon Burks, but you know who there probably was? Yep. That's insane. Gabe Davis believers in the big year 2025. Who? Sal Canella? That sounds like a disease. Sounds like a foodborne illness. Gotta spell his name right. That's not a real person. I'm not convinced of that. It's got the pi digits. Hunter Renfro. I mean, he's no Sal Canella, but he'll be on this list. Yeah. 3.13. Hutchinson. Oh my gosh, we haven't gotten to Jalen Noel yet. That's really sad, to be honest. Higbee.
Something went wrong. Try again in a few seconds.
Wasn't talking to you, but thank you. Tez. Mims. Oh, Mims was getting drafted so high last year because he was absolutely nuclear in 2024. That did nothing in 2025. And the thing is, he only went nuclear in 1 week, but it was a week you cared about. Bateman. 3.05. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. You don't, but if I ask you. We on page 11? Must be. Bond. James Bond. No Curtis Samuel yet, but that's not particularly surprising. Noah Fant being this slow is a little depressing. I drafted me some Fant. Come on, DeMarcus Robinson. You and your 2.94 score are okay with us. Wow. Sad. Sad for Ayuk. He might be, I mean, he's not done in the league. He'll play for someone, but he's done as a 49er. Flournoy had some exciting weeks. That's a pop player. That's someone you take with like a 17th round pick, and you're just like okay with it, you know. You stack him with Dak, and you just live with the fact that he's going to be dead most weeks. But the weeks that he's not dead, the weeks that he's not dead, you're cooking, dude. Jalen Lane. No Jalen Lane. Not surprising. Jalen Lane, is that That's a commander guy, right? Sure is. Rookie commander. Anyone got good New Year's Eve plans? Jack Batch. Yes, Batch. Trey Harris. See, between the two of these, right, Jack Batch and Trey Harris, neither of them are good players, right? Or at least neither of them have shown themselves to be good players yet. But if I was going to pick between them, even though Jack Batch had kind of a bigger name, a little bit coming in, they were kind of, well, maybe they were similar. I'm absolutely going to pick Trey Harris as the guy who's in an actually decent offense, you know? Okay, Trey Harris. Lil Jordan. Oh, I got to go all the way back. We got some Lil Jordan. Nope, we have Khalil a couple times. We do not have Lil Jordan. You might have to name your kid Lil Jordan. Certainly a choice. Lil Jordan Humphrey. And Lil Jordan Humphrey had a 2.81 for the New York Giants. I could have sworn I did this, but maybe I didn't. Because I know it will never be your time. Never really your time. At what point do I just go and I search those? We're already sub. Oh my gosh, Johnny Smith is still down here. That's insane. I guess that's why we're still going, because we still haven't gotten to Jonnu Smith. Absurd, dude. You know how highly Jonnu Smith was drafted last year, too? He was literally, is he the tight end 6 in Underdog? I have to look at this. Underdog tight end ADP 2025. Underdog ADP. Position rank. Why are you going like that? That's so bad. RBs. Here we go. Tight ends. Tight end 1, Brock Bowers. Tight end 2, McBride. Tight end 3, Kittle. Tight end 4, Laporta. Tight end 5, Hawkinson. Warren, Kelsey, Andrews, Ingram. Okay, I gotta go back to freaking. This is not good. This is not a good way to do this. How about this? I just gotta go all the way to the bottom of tight ends. Okay, this is better. Loveland, Kraft, and Joe Kincaid, Ferguson, Pitts, Goddard. Okay, this is not this year. Tight end 24. This has got to be this year because he was not that low for 2025. I don't know when this was updated, though. This has got to be 2026. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, so that. And I just want tight end. Just tight end, please. Okay, those are the top 4. No, he was. I do not think he was tight end 24. Maybe I'm thinking of I bet you I'm thinking of the pre-draft here. Let's go January to April. Okay, so it's just not gonna show me. Fine. 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 Didn't need to see it anyways. Chris Moore. Jonnu Smith. 2.7. Oh, we got a Grant Calcaterra, we got a Taysom Hill, we got a Terrence Ferguson. We got a lot of tight ends. Let's go ahead and can I go sort Z to A? Oh, I want sort A to Z. They're both just going to give me the. Okay. Oh, and I need just wide receivers. Okay. Dortch. How do I search for Dortch? I can, I guess, apply to Arizona. Greg Dortch, 2.0. Curtis Samuel. He was a Bill. Is that right? Curtis Samuel, 2.04. Tolbert. Will never be. 2.35. Not even as good as Flournoy. Elijah Moore for the Broncos. Did he even play? Nope. Tesla. Or if he did, I could. Can I do here? Players. Here we go. Elijah Moore. He got a. Oh, he ended up on Buffalo. So let's update that. Buffalo Bills. And he got a 2.38. Tesla. $2.07. Savion. $1.19. Noel. $2.27. I cannot believe how many we're still having. Tim Patrick. 1.94. Talk about not used. Jacksonville Jaguars. Way too many quality players. Diamond Brown's a decent player. And he's just ethered on that offense. Jalen Royals. Didn't play enough to register. Okay. Thornton. 1.72. Oh, look. Tutu Atwell. Didn't have a ton of him. 1.52. Whittington. 1.66. Akine. 1.49. Ty Felton. 0.54. 3 NAs. Kyle Williams. Doesn't make the list. Not enough reps. Ray McLeod. Nope. Alan Lazard. 1.48. Dotson. .16. No. Yes. MVS. Too bad all my MVS teams were dead by the time he actually played. He had some decent weeks down the stretch, but my teams were super dead that had him. Same thing with my Thielen teams. 1.77. .02. Ayuk didn't play. Bobo. 0.5. Ricky White. Didn't play enough. Look at these names. Some of these tight end names. Sanders. Not teams. The Fighting Shador Sanders. 2.48. Rock right. .86. Musgrave. .65. Gray. .84. Disley. .14. Conklin. .15. .18. Some Taysom time. 1.02. 1.02. Calcaterra. .08. Arroyo. 2.31. Senate. Zach Ertz got hurt, and the Senate still had a Trinity of 1.45. Dude's not getting played. Okay. Yeah, Tyreek does not make anywhere near my top 10 wide receivers. There's no Mahomes. You can't put him that high, dude. About that t-shirt. Pick you up at your best friend's house. I mean, this is the easiest tight end one of my life. Do you still put Bowers as tight end 2? I don't think I can. I think I'm fading him. But then who do you put? Pitts? Definitely not Pitts. Fannin? Probably not Fannin. Probably Kittle. Kittle's a real thought. Warren's a real thought. Kittle's just so good, dude. Tight end 2. And then I will take Warren. And then I'll take Bowers. We get married. All I had our first kiss because you dare me. I mean, I'm also trolling, not putting CeeDee Lamb right behind him, though. Here's the real question. McBride was going, or no, Bowers was going as a tail end of the first round pick. He was going at like the 12, 13 turn. Which tells me that's where McBride's almost certainly going to go, because he had a way better year than Bowers did the previous year. And I mean, no one's going to dispute McBride being the tight end 1, right? I really want to know how ADP is going to fall. Like, I'm going to be so far off of Justin Jefferson. Like, who else in here? So, Nico Collins, decent. So, decent Trinity. Offensive line. It has been, let's see, sacks given up. They're top 10. Like, people were ranking them as the worst offensive line in the league preseason. And then 10th best in passing offense reps. Now, their rushing sucked. They couldn't run. Like, you don't want to draft. Like, Woody Marks is going to be down for me. Unless the Texans have to go and draft offensive line help or upgrade through free agency for me to want to draft any Texans running back. But they're pass catchers. CJ Stroud, like, it's not absurd. What was Nico Collins' points per game? Or let's just do. Yeah, I mean, he was wide receiver 2, 3, 4. I'm doing points total. I want to do points per game. Can I do season average? No, I can just do season. Okay, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He was wide receiver 7 in the year. I think it'd be negligent to not put him in the top 12, which means he's my wide receiver 7. and my 12th overall. So that's my top 12. That's my first round. I'm just gonna sit with that first round for a second. Bijan, Gibbs, Puka, JSN, McCaffrey, Achane, JT, Chase, Amon-Ra, Pickens, Lamb, Nico. I don't hate it. Half PPR, underdog. Like, this is not my dynasty ranks, right? You're never gonna have CMC that high. You're never gonna have JT that high. But half PPR redraft. I'm really thinking this year that I really want to go fragile at RB. I want to go 4 RBs total per team. And that's going to be 3 in the top 4 rounds. And then 1 extra one, just to get some exposure to some of the middle guys. McBride stayed out of the first round. I really think that people are going to... Well, Bowers was... He got pushed up to the first round, but he did start. Or maybe he ended. I don't remember. Part of the year, I remember him being in the first round, the tail end. And then part of it, I remember him being at the beginning of the second round. And I feel much more comfortable with Trey McBride in the beginning of the second round, obviously. So I've got this range here, right? Like, where I've got a bunch of wide receivers. I feel comfortable putting them above James Cook and whoever else I have as my RBs, right? But the thing is, at least 3 of these are going to be top 6 picks, so I won't have much of them, which is fine because that's not how I value them. I would much rather take these guys. Because, like, okay, so these 4 are going to be consensus top 4. It's just an order of which order you want to put it in. Well, maybe not consensus top 4, but these 4 will be in the top 6, mixed in with Chase and someone else. Hopefully not. Hopefully people aren't stupid enough to draft Jefferson there, but people might. Amon-Ra probably sneaks in his top 6 based on his year, but he's perennially. He is always slept on. How about that? Let's go running backs. Okay. I mean, you have to put him RB7, I think. I need Travis Etienne, not Trevor. Chase Brown's going to be up there too. Harvey's going to be up there. Here's my RB8. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think Chase Brown, RB9. That could change. The thing is, again, you don't have to pay RB10 prices for Swift. You don't. No one's gonna price enforce you RB10 prices. Like Harvey probably will. See, this is where I could start to maybe buy into a Genty. Oh, Henderson has to be in here. Scadaboo has to be in here. Saquon has to be in here. Bucky has to be in here. People really didn't draft that many running backs, huh? That many unique running backs. I mean, these top 8 I feel pretty strongly about. RB9, Chase Brown, RB10. Let's go, here's what we'll do. We'll do this. We'll do RBX for anyone that you're considering. That we just need a little bit more time to think about. I passed Saquon, I did not. Genty, Hampton, Kyron, Henderson, Scadaboo. I mean, you can't even put Brees Hall in the conversation. Saquon. I don't even want to put Bucky in the conversation. Was he even good when he was healthy this year? Was he even good when he was healthy? Did he have any good games? He had a couple. His projections, or is this his actual stats? Okay. 14, 18, 13, 25, 16, 16, 8, 7, 8. So he had some good games, but like, think about it. I'm gonna be lower on him than most. Let's go A to Z. Z to A. Okay. Endo's got to be above Genty for sure. Kyron's just really good, but he lost work to Blake Corum this year, and I don't want to pay super high prices for him and then him not be that good. I will give Genty a modicum of respect. Put him at RB11. 12. We're just vibing here. We're just figuring stuff out. Dear Maria, coming in. Bottom of his bottom of the See, putting Rico at RB20 seems downright disrespectful. There's no way. There's no way he's RB20, dude. What was he actually? Rico Dowdle was RB16 in points per game, or in just points probably. RB16 with 212 points. He was ahead of Harvey. He was ahead of Hendo. He was ahead of Hampton. He was ahead of Bucky. I mean, these are all guys that got injured, right? Scadaboo. He was behind Swift, Genty, Barkley, Jacobs, Javante, Etienne, Kyron, Chase Brown, Derrick Henry. Yeah, everyone that you would expect. Okay, so go here, A to Z. Go here, Z to A. Okay. Yeah, see, this is, I hate that. I hate that shit, dude. Like, why will you not just, whatever. Okay. Because it can do that when I do that too. Dude. Maybe not, right? Because it recognizes that it's a number instead of like a sequence. Okay. Well, Bijan, Gibbs, McCaffrey, Achan, Taylor, Cook, Henry, Etienne, Brown. Henderson below everything above that, right? Henderson below Chase Brown. Genty below Henderson and everything above it. Swift. Javante. See, putting Kyron this low worries me. Like, I'm okay to fade him, but the Rams are a really good offense with a really good offensive line. So, like, if you had Rams running back, and that was just a position, and you didn't have to draft the actual players, they would be much higher. But I can't, in good conscience, put him in the top 12. I can't make him an RB1 with Blake Corum there. Saquon taking a huge fall as he should. But I just, yeah, I'm not leaving Bucky that high. So as a thing right now, let's make him 16, 17, 18. I want Rico over Cam. And we'll put Bucky at 20. Abracadabra. Reaching my back row. Abracadabra. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I've got my next 12 running backs. I've got my next 4 tight ends. I don't have any wide receivers lined up. Olave's got to be a consideration. London. What wide receiver are we on? 7. So this is 8. I'm ahead like my noggin is. Nope, not 89. Abracadabra. Sometimes I wonder what the old me would say. He could see the way she is today. Say that everything's okay. What's my name? What's my name? I'm a bigger prick than cacti bee. It's like you were being attacked by bees. Do I believe that? I don't. I don't believe that. I just wanted to do it. I mean, if you're gonna fade Jefferson for his quarterback, you got to fade Rice for his quarterback, right? Lad because his quarterback is healthy and not ass, and he's a good player and a good offense once his offensive line is healthy. Devontae. Neighbors. I'm hesitant with him coming off of that injury, right? But I will put him there. Let's just real quick. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. Now, are we going to take our RB6 here? I think so. RB6. RB7. Tight end 1. Oh, boy. We've been lost. I think it's time to look at the quarterbacks. And I've forgotten to put the rookies in here. Like Jeremiah Love is certainly. Let's see. I'm not taking him over Kyron. I might take him over these guys though. Might put him at RB15. No thanks. Tommy Castellanos. Make sure I'm not saying anything stupid here. I am, because that's not actually it's not the right league. Okay. April 23rd to 25th in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's not far. I could go to Pittsburgh. Relique Brown. I'm gonna add all of them, but there's gonna be some that are definitely redundant, I bet. Played that game. Kinda hate it, but I know I've changed. Jordan Tyson, baby. Nope, don't need that. Auburn Clemson, Antonio Antonio Williams. Aaron Anderson. Michigan State, Ryan Eckley, punter. Running back, Emmett Johnson. I spelled Jeremiah Love wrong. I thought I had. I'm going to not enjoy spelling that way for the rest of forever. Jadari. Oh, hello. Denzel Boston. That's really all the declares so far. That's weak. January 23rd. So we'll have all of them by January 23rd. That's good. Okay. Well, let's go rank our QBs because I think Josh Allen is going to be in this range here. Created that Q is the first letter. I wish my dog would stop barking. Jalen Warren is definitely not a QB. Got separate lanes. That's the right show. Thing they can't erase. Allen May, Hurts, Stafford. Remind you, redraft. Lamar, Burrow, Caleb, Daniels, Dart, Lawrence. Like, obviously Mahomes is going to be higher, but I need confirmation that he's going to be back. Otherwise, I'm putting him down here. I mean, this is way deeper than I need to go, right? But I wonder, does it fix it if I do this? I bet you it does. Phenomenal. That's not what I wanted. Oh. Why is it? Is it because these don't have spaces? That's toxic if that's the case. Why would they go after? Yeah, they didn't do a single thing. Although I do have two 19s. It's actually better before I did that. So at least all those stick together. And these were in order. Very strange. Very strange. but at least it's readable that way. Still have 2. Mendoza wasn't on that list, but he'll surely declare. He just hasn't. But until he does. Wide receiver are we on? We're on wide receiver 16 with JMO. Get rid of these guys. tracing away through the constellations. Some months of Washington's temple must be that things are going to go. Are we on tight end 5? Who's my tight end 5? I think it's Fan. And then, oh, you gotta go looking for Loveland, I think. Tight end 6. Tight end 7. Tight end 8. Tight end 9. Tight end 10. Oh, Strangely gotta be higher. I think I gotta put him above. I don't know how much I believe in these rankings so far, but not for nothing. What RB are we on? We're on RB 21. Hmm. Yeah, that's all right. Nope, that's not what I needed. Okay. Favorite song. How do I end up with 2 wire Super 19s again? Okay, after T. Yeah. We'll go some running backs. D7, D8, 9. Hmm. Why don't I just do this as a PDF? I'm not going to be able to upload that. Am I? Oh, I can. That's really despicable. Okay. The Underdog? It is not. All right, I think I'm gonna end the stream. Thank you to anyone who stopped in or is going to stop in the VOD. I am out of here.